Like you got two arms, two fingers, two legs. You know what I mean?
My bad. I'm so sorry. I apologize for my delay. Getting some work done on my house. I've been
I'm blessed. How you doing?
good. What you eating? You always eating on live.
I'm eating some tortilla chips with quinoa seasoning.
Quinoa.
Quinoa,
Say
quinoa,
it with your chest, huh?
quinoa seasoning that motherfucker.
Okay, what we
How
got
you doing
today?
today?
Huh?
How you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Like I said, I was getting some work done on the house, so I
Ain't
took
no,
took up a little bit of time trying to get things straight with that.
ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure.
All right, what we got today?
Today I just felt led in my spirit. In my spirit. I don't know
Lord,
about your,
whenever
I,
you start with that.
I don't know about your spirit or their spirit or her spirit or his spirit, but my spirit, I felt led to speak to people about being single.
Okay.
I don't think it's okay to be single. Like somebody sent me a YouTube message saying about being single. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I don't need to
You
learn
believe in
how
a
to.
single season?
I don't think it's single season. I think it's time to cuddle up and huddle up for real.
Lord.
I don't think it's single season. I don't think it's good for a man to be single. I don't think it's good for a woman to be single. Like that's just how I feel about it.
So now remember, okay, let's go back a few episodes. And you were
Right,
talking about there are times where people are not really in a position because they're not healthy. And
right,
that could be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Like
right.
they may have some things going on with them that may be a hindrance for them to actually be in a healthy, functioning relationship.
Well, they gotta hurry up and get healthy because it's not healthy for you to be single. It's really not healthy for somebody to be. I know you're gonna disagree, but
Of course, I'm going to disagree.
I think it's not healthy for somebody to be single. And everybody who watching the chat, y'all chime in, let me know. I don't think it's healthy for a man or a woman to be single. I don't
So
think
would
it's
you, so if you say you don't think it's healthy for a man and a woman to be single, are you promoting them being in toxic relationships or relationships that don't serve their purpose? You know,
right.
these there so let's talk about it. If you say they gotta be in a relationship, you want two hooked up people to be together?
No, but that's you heard what I said. That's why you gotta hurry up. That's why you gotta hurry up and get healthy. Because it's not healthy for you to be single. Like I understand mentally,
Ooh.
I'm just saying mentally, you might not be healthy. But it's not
Mhm.
healthy to be single and by yourself. It ain't healthy. It ain't healthy to be in
Okay.
this world by yourself because guess what? You're gonna be giving your energy to different people. You're gonna go on dates. You're gonna go
Hmm.
on outings. So you giving your energy to all these different people and you're not benefiting from it. So I don't think it's healthy to be single.
Meant for you, your plan when you came here was to just be one with God, one with the universe, whatever you call your higher power.
Right.
And that's it. And it wasn't to serve in a relationship servitude, it was to just be here and just be one with God. What about that? You don't think there's people out there like that?
No. Well for me, I mean, like I said, you can be single, but to me it's not healthy. It's just so for me it's like okay, when God put you on this earth, He gave you two of everything. Like I told you, He gave you two legs, gave you two arms, two eyes. I mean, we got two eyes. I got two nostrils in my nose. I got one mouth, but I got two lips.
Oh
I got
my
two.
God.
I got two of everything. So
And
it's like
y'all
okay,
hear what this man's saying, right?
I'm just saying. You got multiple of everything. You don't have just one of like it's multiple of everything attached to one thing.
Thank you guys. If you're new coming in the room, I appreciate you. Stick around. You hear Scar. That's Scar. I'm Rashida. And we are talking about relationships.
Yeah, y'all
And
stick
Scar is
around.
saying that it's
Get real
unhealthy
dis- I'm
to
gonna get
be
real dis-
single.
I'm gonna get real disrespectful later with somebody. Not Rashida, but I'm gonna get real disrespectful with somebody. So y'all stick around for the disrespect.
Oh my God.
Somebody said
It,
he's a
it
good
won't be
man. That's
long.
not
Y'all know
good
that.
though.
It
Somebody,
won't be
somebody,
long. If you see his mouth moving, here comes the disrespect.
I'm disrespecting somebody today. So y'all stick around for the disrespect, please.
Mm-mm.
But
Yeah, it won't be long.
yeah,
Go ahead,
exactly.
Scar.
Now, I just somebody said I'm a good man. Take your time, King. Thank you. I appreciate you, Queen. I hope, Queen, I appreciate you. I'm a
She
good
said that's a
man.
good man, Savannah.
I'm a
Okay.
good man because, listen, end of the day, it is not healthy for you to be single. Rashida,
Well, I
it is
mean,
not.
okay, listen. Get there is a reference, right? When in the Bible it says it's not good for man to be alone. Okay, we get it, right? However, I do think that there are seasons in your life where it may not be conducive to whatever mission you on, whatever you're going through at that time in your life to be with someone.
Yeah,
You
yes.
might be tar. You don't want to get that tar all over
I'm
the other
saying
person.
you're right, but it's not healthy though to be single though. See what I'm saying is the reason why you single is because you trying to heal, right? Or you trying to find somebody that's healed. You know what I mean? That you're trying to,
Hmm.
which
I
means it's
do
not.
think that healing though is it's like it's an ongoing thing. Like it's not you're going to be perfectly healed, right? But at least get yourself to a place where you're no longer carrying resentments. You're no longer taking things out on your significant other. You're able to actually have a productive conversation and it's not argumentative. You know, you guys can both share in whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your goals are together, and you're learning from one another. If you can get yourself to that place where it's not always a fight, even like, okay, we may have a disagreement, right? But if we settle it right here and right now, there's no carrying it over.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of people really aren't ready for the kind of relationship that they say they want.
And I agree with you, but that's why it's not. That's why it's not healthy to be single because everybody who's single is battling something. Either you battling trying to find somebody, or you battling trying to find yourself. So it ain't
Mhm.
healthy. You searching for something. So for
Okay,
me,
so now do you have the patience?
right.
Because you know I'm about to go in, right? So do
Oh, hey,
you have the
get
patience
disrespectful, man.
to actually work with someone who is unhealed in those areas that I just talked about? And do you have the patience to work with them through that?
Do I have the patience to work with somebody who's not healed for the sake of me not being single?
Yes.
No, I'm gonna find somebody who is healed. I don't have the listen. I don't have the patience. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why I don't have the patience. Because you know how much work goes into me being me,
Yeah.
and if you can't put the same work into you, then we not compatible. Me and you, I got to do. You know, it's work go into being me. Like you got to put the same
Hmm.
work in yourself.
Hey,
So
Sheikah.
we ain't compatible. Like if you can't be on the same level I'm on, but it's not good to be single. I don't want to be single. I don't want to be a player no more. I just pray a lot.
You what?
I just pray a lot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I don't want to be
So y'all,
single no more. I'm not a
y'all
single. I just
hear?
pray a lot.
Now, last week, Scar had a whole diatribe,
Last week was wow. Last week, boy.
but it was beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let it be known. You know what I mean? That's a part of healing. When you when
Yeah.
you when you're able to be honest, that's a part of your healing.
Hmm.
See, so yeah,
She could say you play a lot.
she can say I play a lot.
Yep.
I don't even play the radio, Sheikah. I don't even play the radio. See, Sheikah, I'm gonna tell you something about me, Sheikah. A lot of people look at me and they feel like a lot of people look at me and feel like they know me, but in reality, I'm a good man at heart. but I'm not an advocate for being alone. Like I'm just not an advocate for that. Like I don't care what it costs me. I don't want to be alone. I don't care what it is. I'm not an advocate for being isolated. That's what the devil do. There's a saying in the country. It say an idle mind is the devil's playground. So when you isolate yourself, that's when all them thoughts come in. You need somebody supporting you, somebody there encouraging you, man. You can't do this by yourself.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with that per se. But so my sis in the comments, she said, do you think that that creates codependency though?
Code do I think it creates codependency to not want to be alone?
Yeah, like when you are searching to be with someone to be that sounding board for you, to be that person for you, your reliable, maybe safety blanket.
Everybody's codependent on something. There's nobody out here that's not codependent on something or somebody. You codependent on something. The lights on at your if your lights on. If your lights on at your house, you codependent on that light company to keep the lights on. Everything in life, you're codependent on something or somebody. So why not relationships? Somebody just said, "Do you believe there's multiple attractions or one true soulmate connection?"
Mm.
I believe there's. I believe I can fly. I
So
believe
I guess he ain't answering that
I
question.
think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and I fly away.
So the truth is not in you with that question, huh?
No,
All
I'm
right,
not
well,
answering that question.
moving right along.
I ain't answering that question. That bumble clock.
It
Oh, I
might
see
be about four or
Ashley in
five
the
of them,
building.
huh?
Ashley in the building. Okay, okay, she tapped in.
Yes, baby. Not you. Sorry, I
Um,
was talking about baby. Yeah.
she don't call me, but she tapped in though.
Later, okay?
Put that on blast.
hmm
But yeah, so that's how I feel. I don't think it's good. I don't think that it's I don't think it's what they call it cute. I don't
hmm
think it's gangster. I don't think none of that stuff just to be by yourself alone, searching and looking and gotta fight through everything by yourself. I
Thank you
don't think
for the gifts. Hmm
I ain't got no gift. Somebody give me a gift over here.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna battle you later.
Only
I'm gonna
gift I
battle
want.
you for some gifts.
I don't know what that. I never did that before.
Yeah.
The only gift I want is a woman that love me for me, and $1 million. That's it.
Would you return that gift though? Not return it, but like would you reciprocate that?
Yeah, for sure. Let me tell you something, Rashida. There's nothing like like I'm gonna give you an example. You watch basketball.
Well, not currently, but have before.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
used to play
you
basketball.
know
hmm
who
Me.
you play basketball?
Yes, yes. I was a point guard and a shooting guard. Yes, I was.
Rashida, cut it out, man.
Listen, I was the biggest tomboy, y'all. I had two older brothers.
Rashida, you
A
played.
nice
Oh,
little crossover and everything.
oh my God. Oh
Yes.
my God. That's what's up, though. You gotta
Yeah.
send me a picture of that.
I will. I will. I do still have the pictures.
Yeah, send me a picture. But you know
hmm
Jordan and Pippen,
hmm
John Stockton, Karl Malone. Like every team that won the championship had that one go to guy.
Yeah. hmm
So that's just how life is. I don't think relationship. I don't think you can go through life and be truly successful or reach your full potential without somebody.
So it's about the mission,
Nail me
the
to the
shared
cross.
mission. But do
There
you
you
feel
go.
like you know what your actual calling is, and have you at least tried to explore that avenue and meeting people?
What you mean?
Like, do you feel like you know what your calling is?
I do.
That's one part question. Okay, and then the second part of the question is, do you feel like you have met someone who could potentially be that person for you along the way?
I felt like I have. I feel like I have, but
Okay.
I feel like they don't know who they are,
Okay.
and I feel like just because they don't know who they are, I'm second guessing who they are.
Mm.
And at times I didn't know who I was, and I'm pretty sure she's second guessing who I could be to her. So I think I think I met people that I can, connect with. But if they not connected to me, what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah. Well, so then, okay. Now here is a controversial question. So if in this male-dominated society,
Hmm.
if the man is supposed to be the leader, what would be his role in allowing somebody to see that?
A man is only a leader to someone who wants to be a follower. A man cannot lead somebody who do not want to be a follower. You know what I mean? So if the woman don't want to follow, there's nothing I can do to make her follow me. There's nothing I can do to be a leader. And first of all, how can I be a leader to somebody who don't belong to me?
Mm, yeah, that's true.
He don't belong to me. Half of these, my dad said stop using the H word. My father said stop using the H word on live. So half of these women do not belong to that man that they want to lead them. Like if we go on a date, they want you to pay for the date, but you don't belong to me. So why am I paying? What
Really
like
back there.
I'm just saying you don't belong to me. So it's like why am I contributing to you if you don't belong to me?
But does anybody belong to anybody? Asking the hard questions today. I'm making you think.
Ashley said no, they don't. You're right. No, no, not. Well. Listen. At least the sense. At least the thought of belonging to me. At
Okay.
least the thought of it. Like
Okay.
at least let me
So
think.
we gonna be delusional, right?
At least let me think that.
Got it.
Somebody said the Bible say God said a man find a wife.
Hmm.
I gotta read that scripture. Hold on, y'all. But go ahead and talk.
Wait. Wait, hold on. Pull it out.
I want to see that scripture where it say a man find a wife because I need to. I
Wait,
don't.
when a man find a wife finds a good thing, right?
That's what
Isn't
it
that and
says.
finds favor amongst the Lord? Something like that. Now y'all know I ain't biblical now.
Preacher, preacher, and the
I
people
don't
say
know the
stomp.
Bible like
You know my
that.
church say stomp. All right, a man who found a wife.
What? Now we gotta hear it because now I'm curious why you laughing.
Rashida just texted me and said, like the young folks say, who you capping for? So Rashida just texted me and said, I'm capping on this Instagram. I wasn't trying to read it. She told me read it. So I read it. She said, I'm capping, dog. So what I'm capping about? What I'm capping about, Rashida? Now talk to
That
me.
was something offline.
I, hey, talk to me. What I'm capping about, Rashida?
Nothing.
Please. No, don't talk to me. Be honest, Rashida. What I'm capping about?
You was capping.
About what?
You know which star. You really want me to tell these
Yes.
people why you was capping?
Yes. I want the people to know why you think what I'm capping about.
You read the messages before that before you
Please just read. Tell me why I'm capping. The people out there want to know. Ashley said, Rashida, we want to know. We
All
want to
right,
know.
so if you guys are new this week on live last week, Star got a little beside himself on the live with me. And then he asked me today to say something disrespectful to him, which I don't say nothing disrespectful to him, so that he could look like the good guy.
So that's what I'm
Said, why
capping
you
about.
capping? Yeah.
Hey, listen, I need somebody right now to disrespect me. I want somebody to disrespect me right now so I can show how much I've grown as a man. See, Ash talking about manipulation. That's what
Exactly.
see, I'm a
That's what
mic
he was trying to do, y'all. Like, why would he ask me to disrespect him when that's not what I do?
because
That's
it's
not
it's,
even my MO. And you know
no,
that, Scar.
it's all
Pour
clickbait.
life into you. I actually
It's,
care about you as a person.
it's called clickbait.
Whatever.
Let me read this. Let me read this, y'all. Let me read this. It says, hold on one second. He said, a man who finds a wife finds a good. It says he who finds a wife, what is good? He
Hmm.
hold on one second. It says he who finds a wife finds hold on. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. But where did God command you to find a wife? He didn't never say a man's supposed to find a wife. It said he who finds one finds what is good and obtains favor from the Lord. But he didn't say a woman can't find a man.
Okay, so
He didn't say it was a sin for a woman to find a husband. All he said was a man who found a wife find a good thing and attain favor from the Lord.
oh, okay. So I have a question about that then.
See?
Because now, Scar,
Yes.
what if a woman that maybe she's attractive, but she's not necessarily somebody that you would typically go after? If she approached you and said, I think you're that person that I'm looking for, would you actually give her a chance? Or do you actually want to be, I don't like to use the word hunter, but let's, for argument's sake, let's use that word. Would you like to be the pursuer?
So you saying Jay
You
Harris?
needed me to say it again?
Hold on. Somebody said somebody sweet. Hold on. Somebody said shake my head, changing the word. How I'm changing the word? Hold on. How I'm changing? Be some respectful with me. How I'm changing the word, y'all? Who's sweet? Who's sweet? Like you just saying, like what's happening? So what you're saying is, hey, hey. So what you're saying is, if a woman I wasn't attracted to came at me,
No, I
and
said she's attractive, but she's not necessarily the type of woman that you would typically go after, right? You wouldn't necessarily pursue her. She's somewhat attractive, right?
she
But
asked
not
me what,
necessarily, but she came and approached you and she pursued you. Would you be actually open to getting to know her, or are you more interested in being the pursuer?
I first asked her what she want. Like I first asked you, what do you want with me? Like what do women want with me? I will ask a woman, what do you want from me? That's first thing first. Obey your thirst. What do you want? You thirsty for me? What you want from me? Like, do you want love from me? You want commitment from you? Compassion? What do you want from me? See,
Sorry.
depending on her answer, that's gonna be my answer.
Okay.
Okay, somebody said Ruth found a husband. At the end of the day, I don't believe. Listen. Let me tell you something, Rashida.
Mhm.
Women go out there and find everything they want. They find clothes, purses, cars, shoes. They find everything they want to have. But when it comes to a man, they're not supposed to find that. Like, I don't understand. Women are so patient with their kids to a degree. With
Mhm.
when they getting their hair done, when they getting their nails done. But when it comes to a man, they're not patient. It's like, so when I sit back and look at a woman and the woman isn't patient with me, she's not willing to get to know me. Like, she can't text me and call me. Like, I got to text and call her. To me, that's crazy. You want a man to be a provider. You want a man to stay focused on God. You want a man to be focused, but yet and still you want him to focus on you. How can that be? So I don't like women who play that chase me game. I'm not about to chase nobody.
So you want reciprocity.
I want whatever that yeah.
I mean,
I want
when people say matching energy, that kind of thing, like,
I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah.
yeah.
I want somebody who sees the value in me, just like I see the value in them. Same thing with you, woman, and any man watching. You need somebody who see the value in you and you see the value in them. I'm not about to text and call you all throughout the day. Remember, I'm making stuff shake.
Hmm.
You don't want a broke man. You don't want a man who ain't got nothing. So I'm making it shake. I'm working out. I'm taking baths. See, a lot of these men out here don't take baths. I take baths.
Y'all, he's giving y'all the bare minimum.
I'm taking a bath. I'm taking a bath every day, babe. All for you, baby.
I get it.
Somebody said communication is key. Hey, who is this you solar? Who is you solar versal? She keeps saying I'm a good man. I like you. I like you, you solar versal. Like, thank you. Please let the world know I'm a good man.
Hey,
Please.
you so universal. I got that Cash App coming for you. You know, I just had to boost them up for a day. I'm messing with you, Scott. Go ahead.
I told you get disrespectful. Let me tell you something. When it comes to me and relationships with women, they ain't all about the money, man. To be honest with
Yeah,
you, it's not about the money. I just need somebody who believe in me just like I believe in them. That's all.
yeah. So what would you say have been your maybe roadblocks more recently with trying to foster the relationship that you want?
I think my roadblocks is women don't know what they want. I
Do
think a
you
lot
know
of
what you want?
yes, I know. You asked me what my roadblocks was. See, get this disrespectful. I think women don't know what they want. Jay Harris said distance. Distance has been, I guess, distance is her problem. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But for me, women don't know what they want
Mm.
because and Ash just say you can't speak for all of us. I can't speak for all of y'all, but the majority of women don't know what they want because when they get it, they try to find everything in it why they can't do it.
Listen, y'all know there's times when I disagree with Scar, and there's times when I agree with Scar. I would
Hey,
say,
hey, hey, Constance. Yeah, she agree. Rashida finally agree. I'm just saying, like, no, Ash, hold on, Ash, get started.
mm,
Ash over here. I want you to get started, and if you want to chime in, you could chime in.
mm.
Whatever. You could chime in later. It's
Ooh.
whatever.
Well,
Hey,
we letting it settle into our souls, you know.
make it shake.
Mm,
Women, when they get what they want, they try to find every little thing in that man why it can't move on.
mm.
They try to find every reason why it can't be something. He too far away. He worked too much. He a player. He this. You try to find every reason why you can't give your all to this man. And the same thing with men too. But I think it's more so women. Cause
Of
you ask
course you.
let me say because you asked me what my
I
challenge.
did, yeah.
So my challenges I'm talking about with these women I've been meeting.
Okay.
The challenges are they get what they want, but then they pinpoint every little thing why they can't pursue that and move forward. They want the man to be the 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 hunter, but only thing I'm listen. The hunter is only hunting after animals. If you're not an animal, what I'm hunting you for?
Mm. You said something.
If you, I want to know. If you want me to be a hunter and a hunter only hunts after animals. So why am I hunting if you're not an animal? Hold on. They taking ass side over here. Hold on. You've
Wait, what
been
happened?
he said I've been meeting Jezebels.
Oh, that could be true. I mean, I don't know. I don't know your lady friends, you know, but
So Brenda said men don't like to take accountability.
mm.
So how you feel about that?
You know what? And
In
ladies,
your
I'm gonna
experience?
hold y'all hand, okay? Because I'm a lady as well. I will say, I have seen more men take accountability than I have women. Y'all don't come over here. It's like, nail me to the cross, but I've seen more men take accountability.
Constant said facts. Y'all,
Yeah.
yon goodies said I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Ashley, I will have to
And we
disagree.
have a hard time apologizing
Yes.
genuinely, and changing the behavior.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, what they say in the country: tell the truth, shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's right. You got a
Right.
hard, yeah. I'm trying to tell. I've seen men take more accountability. Just like R. Kelly said, when a woman fed up, what's the song? When a woman fed up,
There ain't nothing you could do about it.
ain't nothing you can do about it. But the thing about it, when a man fed up, he's still dealing with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when a man fed up, he's still dealing with it. When a woman fed up, she ain't dealing with it. That go to
Yeah.
show you. That's go to show you that.
hmm But I think it breeds more resentment, which creates a very unhealthy, toxic dynamic, though, within a relationship. With when you guys stick around and you take the be eating, I know we got to be careful about what we say, whether that's physical, mental, spiritual, whatever it is, you know, then the man becomes much more resentful towards that woman.
Yes, it's because I keep telling y'all every Wednesday, men are more emotional than women. I'm trying to tell you, men are more in tune with their emotions than women are. Women think based upon how they think. They think based upon what they think. Men think based upon how they feel. So that's why men have, I think they're more emotional than women. That's why they do the things that they do. So I just feel like that's what makes a man so eager to be accountable because he feel it so much. He feels whatever's going on to the most degree.
Mhm.
Lutzer official said, "Bye guys. The good Lord will lead you to your kingdom wife to accomplish your divine assignment." Hey, I received that.
Oh, that was beautiful.
I received that, Lutzer official. I will have my kingdom wife to finish my assignment. And if my wife is watching right now, listening right now, stop trying to find everything wrong inside of me while you can't move forward. Like, come on, man. Come on, B. Come on, son. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Listen,
Mm.
what you working on though? Are you still working towards that?
Working toward what?
Truly finding your person?
Yeah. But I'm not. I'm
Because
in prayer.
2 weeks ago you was chilling being single.
Yeah, I was chilling, but I've been in prayer. Like today, I've been in
Okay.
prayer. I've been in prayer. Ash talking about he sure is. See what I'm saying? That's that. I'm working at it. I've been in prayer all day. Like I've been in a prayer fast today, and
Okay.
I've been praying for that woman that I'm supposed to have. You know what I mean? I've been praying for that. I'm not going to allow someone to make me feel like it's okay to be single. Somebody sent me a video. I don't want to talk about being single. That's not
Mm.
what's on my mind. I don't want to. I don't need to heal no more. Like you said, healing is an everyday thing.
hmm
So we talking about you waiting to heal. You waiting to heal to find somebody. Healing is a daily thing.
Yeah.
What if your woman or what if your man is meant to come in your life to help you get healed? So I believe my woman is coming in my life to help me be healed. I don't think I need it. There's no way you can be healed before you find somebody because that don't even make sense. Healing is a daily thing.
Yeah. But it also may be some deconstructing that happens when you come together anyway, you know,
Right.
whether
And
whether it's like your
what you mean by that?
philosophy, your ideology, you
I don't know
know.
about that. What you mean by that?
So I'm just saying, like, when you, especially if you have been single for quite a bit of time, you're used to operating, you know, just for self and worrying about your own needs, as when you come together, you're going to have to worry about someone else, so that's the first thing, right? Then you may have certain ideologies or certain, preconceived notions about groups of people, things, whatever it is, right? Well, you're coming together with somebody else who has a difference of opinion about things. So it's still like a deconstruction that happens when you come together,
Right.
and maybe healing some of those ideologies that are not healthy or serving you, you
I
know?
agree. I agree. And like you said, deconstruction. When somebody come in your life, sometimes, like you said, it's that mirror. Sometimes it's a mirror so you can see what you need
Yeah.
to work on. It's like basketball. Like you say, you play basketball. I played college football.
Hmm.
So when I'm playing college football in practice, let's say I'm in the gym working out. It's only me and the weight, so I'm working out. But when I get on the field, that's gonna test my true strength against somebody else. That's gonna size me up. You play basketball, you could be playing by yourself, but when you play
Hmm.
against somebody else, that's when you're gonna see what you need to work on, where your strong points at, where your weak points at. So that person that you get with, not a lot of times are showing you, they're sent to show you where your weak points are, where your strong points are. It's not
Hmm.
meant for you to find fault in it. It meant for you to find the answer in it. Like it's meant for you to find yourself within somebody else. And it sounds crazy that I say that,
No,
but
it doesn't. It makes a lot of
sometimes you
sense.
gotta find yourself within somebody else.
Hmm.
So that's just where I'm at with it. Miss Christina said, when you trust God, you leave it there. Just ask, seek, and knock, and the door will be open. I agree.
Hmm.
Yana Goodies said, true, and where you can match and complete. Correct. So let's ask this next question, Rashida.
Okay.
The question is, should you hang? Listen real close. Rashida is going to answer this question for you all, and anybody watching, feel free to interject after she's
Mhm.
done. Should you hang around single people if you're wanting to be in a relationship?
Now, I think it's the kind of single people. Are these people marriage minded, or are
Okay, so
they
let me change. Let me change it. Should you
okay?
hang around happily single people if you want to be in a relationship?
Now that I don't find a problem with. The reason why I say that is because I do think that you still should have your own joy and happiness within yourself, right? So you can hang around people who have that as well, and they're okay with it. I think when you come into a situation where you are searching for that thing that you feel is missing, you're always going to find right, even though yes, you find the mirror, but you may be finding that mirror who is mirroring those things that you really need to change, like really need to change about yourself, and it's going to be amplified. When you're like in a state of desperation, right? When you're in a state of lack, when you're looking for that person. But when
Right.
you come in and you feel whole, you feel like, hey, nothing is missing. I can add unto this connection. You know what I'm saying? So I still don't feel there's anything wrong with being around singles who feel okay with being single. They're happy, they're whole, they feel connected to themselves. They may, be spiritually connected, whatever it is. I don't think that there's a problem with that. Are you a free thinker or are you a group thinker? That's what you got to ask.
Okay. Yanni Goodies, not her goodies, said, exactly. I agree with that answer. She says, well said, what you said.
Thank you.
Evil communication corrupts good manners. No, exactly.
Mm,
Evil communication corrupts good manners. As Brenda said, go girl. I think she's talking to you. And
thank you, Brenda.
I agree. Yanni Goodies, not my goodies, said exactly what I said. Okay, so for me, I don't think you can.
I want to hear this perspective.
I don't think you can be single. I don't think you could be a single person looking to be with somebody and be around happily single people because they're going to constantly make you feel like it's okay to be single. They're never going to the relevance or the eagerness for you to find the person that you want. They're going to make it seem like it ain't that serious. We gonna have fun by ourselves. We gonna enjoy ourselves. But y'all keep saying that because and what's gonna happen is y'all gonna mess around and be 50, 60 years old. And them same friends who was happy being single, they gonna have somebody. And you still gonna be sitting there by yourself.
Scar, you a fool.
I'm just
No.
saying, that's how it always works, Rashida. Your friends talking about being single, woo woo woo, and they end up getting in a relationship while you sitting around here by yourself, touching on yourself.
Lord have mercy.
By
Scar,
yourself,
you a
touching on
fool.
yourself. So for me, I don't want to hang around guys who are okay with being single and going on dates with random women. No, I want to hang around somebody who's seeking the same thing I'm looking for. Because I don't want
Mhm.
to be touching on myself for the rest of my life. You don't want to be touching on yourself for the rest of your life.
But see, that's why I made it the point of like, what kind of single people are you hanging out with?
Listen, I if okay if I what okay what I mean by single people happy being single, they're influential. They're happy with
You a
being
free
single.
thinker, or
I'm a free thinker,
are
but
you a group thinker?
I'm a free thinker, but soul ties, communication begot soul
Mhm.
ties. So while I'm
Ooh,
communicating,
we got
right,
somebody in the chat that said something funny.
listen, I'm gonna
I
finish
want to
my
hear.
statement first.
Yes, please.
While I'm communicating with a single person, they're not going to be in a hurry. They're not going to give me advice to be with somebody. They're going to make it seem like it's okay to be alone. And that soul tie gonna rub off on me. Don't send no, I don't want that rubbing off on me. I don't want that spirit rubbing off on me, man.
Okay, so here's something very interesting. It says the one that won't answer the other question about whether you're with one person or not.
Excuse me?
You said you wanted something controversial. Here you go.
So what was it?
Oh, you didn't hear the question, huh?
I had,
The question was, says the one person who will not answer the question about whether you are with one person or not.
that wasn't a question. The question was, can you be attracted to more than one person? Like, do you think it's just a one soulmate, or do you meet multiple people
Mhm.
to be with? That's what the question was. I chose
Okay.
to sing "I Believe I Can Fly." That's what I chose to sing.
So, right, he never answered the
I never
question
answered the
and he
question.
doubled down on it. Good God.
Hey, he said he had a drink to wet the lies. That's right. I'm wetting all the
Y'all,
lies.
y'all see that, right?
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Can't
I'm
he,
wetting
can't he
all the
fight your
lies.
way out of a wet paper bag?
I'm gonna wet all these lies, baby girl.
Oh my God. See?
So, all right. So the next question is because I don't agree with it. So next question is
Wait, let's go back though a little bit, please.
okay. Go ahead.
So I said marriage minded. Now I have to ask you, do you actually hang out with married men or men who are in long-term committed relationships, or are most of your male friends single?
And that's why I'm trying to tell you because I've been around a lot of players in my life. I'm a little big, bro. Like I'm the youngest, but I'm little big, bro. So I hung around a lot of players in my life, and that's what I was. So now I don't hang with nobody.
Okay.
But I don't think I can be a person looking for commitment surrounded by men who's happily with being single. I don't think that'll be compatible for my lifestyle.
Okay. So that's a personal choice for you.
That's a person, and I think that's with everybody. If you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you can't be hanging with a group of girls, a group of guys who happy with being single. Because when it comes to being single, there's a certain lifestyle you live when you single. You don't live the lifestyle of commitment. You live the lifestyle of you do whatever. It's selfish. It's kind of like a selfish lifestyle.
I think it just depends on who you are, though, Scar. Because now, without going too personal or deep, lived a single lifestyle before.
Who?
Me.
You?
Me.
No. No.
However, I didn't know how to be single the way that you're referencing.
Elaborate.
So I was marriage minded. So I'm dating someone. I'm thinking like, oh, we're like exclusively dating. I didn't realize that no, that's not how people date.
Okay, like serial date.
No, I'm saying like you meet someone, right?
Right.
You go on a few dates. You're just dating this one person.
Right.
But some people feel like the dating phase is an interview process for multiple prospects,
Right.
right?
Right.
But I didn't get that memo.
Yeah, you don't
I
know how to
didn't
be
get
single.
that memo. Right,
You don't know
exactly.
how to be single.
Right.
But what I'm trying to tell you, most single people, they date multiple people. So I don't like because you're single, so you're trying to find the one for you. So I don't want to be in the midst of that. Like I don't want to be in the midst of that. I don't want to. Somebody say, right, I do the same, and don't know how to juggle prospect. That's what I'm saying. All this juggling,
Hmm.
I'm trying to get the cuddling. You out here you out here juggling. I'm out here trying to get the cuddling, baby. I'm trying to get the
Oh
cuddling.
my God. Anyway, so a question said in the chat said, isn't that what you're advocating for, serial dating? She's confused.
I'm trying to
Star.
get the cuddling, baby. Somebody asked me, "Are you into poly?" No, I'm not into poly. Poly what? Polyester? I don't wear polyester. I wear cotton.
So you're into you date multiple people, that person stays monogamous?
Do I date multiple people?
Yeah.
I do not. Not anymore. Not in that you could look sideways, front way, top way, down way. I like my down low, like my top laid back. You can look any kind of way you want. I do not. I don't date multiple people anymore.
You
I
just changed that this week.
I changed that when I changed that. I don't date multiple women any longer. I
Okay.
don't date. Okay, we got California and the Lady Taurus. When your birthday, Lady Taurus? My birthday May 1st, babe. No, I don't date multiple women at one time. Not no more. Not no more. Cause it's too much. It's too much. It's giving too much of myself, too much of my time, my commitment, my dedication. It's too much. I can't do it. April 22nd. Okay, I'm May 1st. Taurus gang and Taurus gang, 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 bang, bang.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. Anyway, what was your next question?
Hold on. Time out. Somebody slammed. Somebody disrespected me. Oh, I ding. Hey,
And
Lady
it
Taurus. I
wasn't no
said,
disrespect to your side. I'm talking about just Scar, y'all.
no, somebody disrespected me on my side.
Oh, what happened?
They said the honesty is real. I love it. Tell your truth. A Taurus man. Woo. So what you saying about Taurus man then? Tell me what you mean by Taurus man. Woo. I want to know what that means because I don't believe in horoscope.
One second, I'll be back. Okay, I can still hear you. Okay, you got a hot mic. I got my earpiece in.
If
I'm
that's
just stepping
yeah.
away from the screen.
Okay, step away. I ain't gonna
Yes.
disrespect you. Don't worry. I'm just saying, like, what you mean a Taurus man? I'm just that's all I want to know. Who else is Taurus? You Solar Versal, May 13th. I want to say, and the May babies in the building, boy. Hey, God made the best people in May and April. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Every month of the year, God made the best people. Let's get it. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be blessed. Let's get it. Let's get it. Where I'm from Miami. I'm from the 305. I'm from the 305, Miami, all day. That's where I'm from.
Next week, you said?
I just feel like people need to dedicate themselves to God. And once you find somebody who could commit themselves to God, then they can commit themselves to you. I ain't talking about no religion. Once you can find somebody who could commit themselves to God, then they can commit themselves to you. I don't think a single person should be hanging around somebody who is not trying to be single. I'm just keeping it real. That's why my relationship with God is the most important thing, first and foremost. But don't try to talk me out my blessing. My woman gonna be my blessing, so don't try to talk me out of my blessing. That's my reward for being faithful. My woman. My woman is my reward for being faithful to God. So don't talk me out of mine. I'm just saying. Don't talk me out of my blessing. And that's what people like to do. They like to talk you out your blessing. Like even as a woman, your blessing from God for being faithful to God is a great man. My blessing from God is gonna be my woman. She's gonna be my hand picked, hand scripted blessing from God for being faithful to God. So don't talk me out mine. Hey, Constance, right? Clap them hands. All right. Don't talk me out of my blessing, baby. Yes, she's mine. She's my blessing. Just like you. Your man gonna be your blessing, or fellas who watching, your woman gonna be your blessing for being faithful to God. But if you ain't been committed to faithful to God, then don't sit around here with your hands out. Don't sit out here with your hands out if you ain't being faithful to God, waiting on somebody to fall in your lap. I've been faithful, so it's my time. Hey, it's my time. If you don't want to be my woman, then I'm gonna skip on to the next one. It's all good. You may have had her once, but I got her all the time. I think that's a song you sing. I'm cool, you cool, I'm not judging. Why you not judging? Bougie chefs, why you not judging? What I did now? What I did? Oh, Miss Christina, you an R&B singer? Okay, get you a record deal. Right, I just came in on a convo. Okay, yeah, cause don't start judging me now. Don't start judging me now. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Listen, your man, if you've been faithful to God, your man, to you women out there, your woman, no, your man is going to be your reward for being faithful to God. Are you a singer songwriter, Miss Christina? DM me, hit me up my DM if you singing, cause we in the music industry too, man. We trying to guide people the right way, not to sell their souls. So definitely DM me with your information. But unless somebody can commit to God, they can't commit to you. But if you haven't been faithful to God, don't expect God to bring you no good man to you women out there. But if you have been faithful to God, that man that you have, that you're going to get, is your reward for being faithful to God. And as a man, that woman you get, if you're being faithful, is going to be your reward. So don't let nobody talk you out of your blessing. Jay Harris, bye. All right, see you later. Hey, Jay Harris, man, I'm mad at you, right? You already know I'm mad at you. I'm gonna text you later. I'm mad at you, for real. She already know I'm mad. Yeah, I know. I know. So, like I said, man, she know I'm mad. But that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. You faithful to God, keep your hands open. Don't let nobody talk out your blessing. And don't let no man or let the woman trick you out of your blessing. If that man for you, stop trying to find everything wrong. If that woman for you, stop trying to find everything wrong. That's all I'm saying. Everybody tap. I'm y'all mama, daddy, hey. Hey, Bougie Chef, how old are you? We in the building. That's all I'm trying to explain to y'all. Like, everybody out here wants something. Everybody going to school, they working, they doing this, they doing that, they this, that, and the other. Everybody they dealing with all kind of nonsense. But it's like when they come to a significant other, They ain't got the patience to fight through it. They ain't got the patience to want to get to know nobody. They want to get straight to this and give demands and give. Don't demand me to do nothing. Don't expect nothing from me if we ain't committed. That's all I'm trying to say. We got to be committed. And if you commit to God, then you can commit to me. I'm just saying though. Hey, Boozy Show, we gonna spread the love of God every day. That's just what I'm on. That's my mindset. And I think a true solid relationship starts with God. But y'all women out there gotta stop playing, man. Y'all women out there gotta stop playing around. If you find a good man, you better go ahead and go after that man. Is it
I'm so
best to
sorry,
leave?
y'all.
Is it best to leave?
I told you I was getting work done on the house and
I asked this
they're
question.
still doing something. What happened?
You Solar Versal said, "Is it best to leave a selfish man alone?" Of course, yes, it is. It's best to leave.
Oh,
It is
hmm.
best to leave a selfish man alone because a selfish man cannot have a relationship with God.
So I want to read this comment if you don't mind. And it may be relevant to something you said a little bit earlier. So it says, Princess Desi said, being faithful to God doesn't guarantee a partner. Sometimes he wants us to himself. What you think? That was a good one.
Being faithful to God doesn't guarantee you a partner. It don't, but if you do get one, that's your reward for being faithful.
Mm.
If you do get a good man, it's because you've been faithful to God as a woman. If you do get a good woman, it's because you've been faithful to God as a man. Yana
But
Goody,
just because you don't get that doesn't mean you haven't been,
I didn't say
that
that.
you're not favored, though. I'm
Say
just
that.
reiterating that
Okay,
part,
yeah, you can
that
add
point.
that. Okay, yeah, you can add that
Yeah.
in.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if you do get that, that's your reward for being that. It's many rewards you can have.
Right.
Health, life. But I'm just saying, when it comes to relationship, if you get a man as a woman, be clear. If you get a man if you're a woman who gets a man, that's God's reward to you. If you're a man who gets a woman, that's God's reward to you. If you're a woman who get a woman, that ain't God.
I'm not saying that, but go ahead, Scar.
Johnny Goody, not my goody, said, "True. Okay, let me ask. Why would a man tell a woman she's a unicorn, but no intention? I don't know what you mean. Cherish. How you doing, Cherish? Cherish in the building. I don't know what that question means.
I think it sounds like she was saying who maybe she, I don't want to say she met somebody that I don't want to put words in her mouth, but it sounds like they were at least making a point that someone said something to recognize that this person was honorable
Or different.
or different.
She gotta explain it. 'Cause I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like some lame game. Miss Christina said, "What has been the greatest lesson you two had learned with God's correction recently?"
Mm.
I'll let you answer
Mm.
that.
Listen, God's correction is every day. I get my lessons every day. Not to be too prideful, not to be so sure about something, you know, and recognize that I'm not always right. Sometimes God, I'm telling you, when you think you're right about it, listen. When you think you're right about everything,
Say it ain't so.
God's gonna humble you
Pride come
real
before a fall.
fast.
Pride
Exactly.
fall. Pride come before a fall. I
I got those lessons
yeah,
swiftly. I got them swiftly.
swiftly and quickly. What? Anything else you learned?
Um,
Any other
I
lessons with
I
the
would
life?
say just to be open, to be more open, but also to be more firm. at the same time. To not, be so giving of my time and my energy because people will abuse that,
Yes.
you know. So,
For me, I think my biggest lessons I've learned is when something doesn't go the way I want it to, is because there's something better coming. I've learned how to navigate through my emotions and get rid of my emotions and focus on my purpose and
mhm,
understand that even if it don't seem right to me at the moment, it's all working together for right. It's all working together for me in the long run.
mhm,
So I stopped trying to use my own understanding to understand things, and I just allow the spirit to intervene and the spirit to kind of break it down. So that's my biggest lesson I learned. Like, stop looking at every situation like this is the end all be all. This
mhm.
situation might be a situation to propel me to the next situation.
Right.
So that's my biggest lesson.
Mhm.
Yanni Goody's not my goodie said unicorn. So he like hold on. So he like you are women, many men will bless. Okay, so
Okay.
unicorn basically saying she a woman that many men would like to have.
Mhm.
She asked her what she asked him what his intentions were. He
Mhm.
said he didn't know.
No. Confusion is what?
Of the devil.
Yes.
Confusion is of the devil. You gotta cut it,
Let go.
and clip that nigga. I clip that nigga for real.
Yeah.
First
Mm-mm.
quarter. All right,
No.
so Rashida, I don't know if you can answer this, but it said,
Okay.
as a single woman of God,
Hmm.
do you have any advice for me?
Ooh. Depends on actually what you're looking for. What kind of advice do you need what you feel like you need right now? I don't like to lead people. Listen, stay in
Right,
your book, your good book.
right,
You know, recenter yourself by spending that quiet time
yeah.
and, cut the chatter out, especially if there's people who are around you that um are, negative Nancy's, naysayers. Like, you have to do a mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, all of that type of detox, when you are trying to get yourself to a place of oneness, and being able to actually stop and hear God's word. I think we spend so much time being focused on other things and distractions and trying to, hear other people's perspectives when we really should be tuning into what God is trying to show us, you know?
That was well said.
Yeah.
I agree. I normally don't agree with you, but that was well said. Cherish, my advice as a single woman of God, my advice would be to, the scripture says, seek first the kingdom of God. Seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all other things will be added to you. So
Mm-hmm.
my opinion is to seek the kingdom of God. And when I say what the kingdom of God is, the kingdom of God is actually inside of you. It's not in the sky. It's not in no book. It's not in no religion. It ain't in no Mars, no temple, no church. The kingdom of God lives. God lives inside of you. So seek inside of you, and all things that you need will be added. As you live your purpose, you will see your provision. When you live out your purpose, you will see God start to make provision for you. So my
Mm-hmm.
advice to you is seek inside yourself. Understand who you are first. Understand who you belong to.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you know who you belong to, then you know exactly what your value is. When you just let any man or any woman or any person make you feel like you belong to them, then you receive what they have, their inheritance. The
Right.
scriptures say the inheritance, if you're God's child, then you have a certain inheritance. You have an inheritance of peace, love, and blessings, all the fruits of the spirit. So my suggestion would be seek first the kingdom of God, which means seeking yourself, know who you are, and know who you belong to. It's just like a father. If a father have a daughter and he sees that the guy the daughter is dating is not for her, he gonna reprimand the guy. He gonna tell her this ain't right. But when you're raised by a certain father, when a father's been strong in your life, when you know your father played a role in your life, the man you choose is influenced by that. So once you know who you belong to, once you know who your father is, then you can know who that man is for you. Because you want a man. If your father was good to you, you gonna 9 times out of 10 you gonna want a man just like your father. So being know who your father is. God is good. Make sure that man that you get with is, I ain't gonna say like God, but make sure he's godly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said, love it. A young man who is wise. Thanks. See, y'all giving me compliments. Last week, y'all was nailing me to the cross. Y'all giving me compliments there. I appreciate everybody out there giving me the compliments and the love. I'm just telling you, like, yo, when you just like men out there, when you know who your mother in heaven is, then that's who your woman gonna be like the mother in heaven, which is wisdom, because Proverbs refers to wisdom as a woman. So when you know what wisdom is, you know that that woman you choose has to exhibit the traits of wisdom. And once you find that, once you know, that's what I'm saying. Once you know who you belong to, then you know who you're supposed to have. That's real.
Now, Scar says the most profound things, but just like him, I am still a work in progress as well.
You still now just not. I'm done. I'm fresh out the oven. You still in the oven. You got about 20 more minutes.
Whatever.
You got 20 more minutes.
You said I got 20 more minutes?
20 more minutes.
It ain't gonna be that much longer.
Okay. So next question:
Okay.
Should you limit the conversation with those that's telling? Oh, see, now see, you know what I mean?
What happened?
The same young lady who asked the question told me to leave you alone.
Oh,
You know
thank
what I'm
you.
saying? So y'all taking her side now. See, that's some bullshit.
Listen, y'all,
Okay.
we talked about accountability
Bullshit.
earlier, right? Now I
That's some
gave men
bullshit.
their props. And look what Scar did. See?
Some bullshit.
And take no accountability.
Bullshit. All right, so this is next. Okay, this is the question. This is the question.
hmm
Should you limit the conversation with those telling you it's okay to be single if you want to be in a relationship?
So I agree with that. I feel like you shouldn't really be digesting whatever it is that they're trying to pour into you. You know, if you have, they can't take the desires of your heart away from you. You know, if God put that in you, that means that's supposed to be for you. So if somebody is around you saying like, "Oh no, you should be okay with being single, and it's not all, being in a relationship is not all it's cracked up to be," and da, da, da. You don't have to digest that into your spirit and make that a truth for yourself. Like, "Ooh, I don't know who she's talking to, in this ear, out the other." No. But I also would also say, if you're with someone who is trying to pour that type of poison into the pond, then why are you even hanging around them? Now, there are people who, again, they can be content with being single, but it doesn't mean that they're going to be pouring that into you. I don't hang with those type of people. Most of the people that I am connected to are married or in a long-term committed relationship. I have one single friend. That's it.
So I don't need to. I don't think I need to answer that question. Cause you try to throw some shade, but you came right back and you right. That's it. That's it. Like I feel like anybody in your life that's throwing shade on something that you trying to do,
hmm
you should get away from.
Yeah.
Anybody that's saying, "Oh, it's okay," like if you let's say you 500 pounds, and they be like, "It's okay, you can keep eating now, it's fine." Like you just anybody that's throwing shade on your purpose, shade on your goal, you should get rid of.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, Rashida. Like I'm at a point in my life right now. I know who I belong to.
Hmm.
So being that I know who I belong to, I don't deal with. I don't have my patience is short for stupidity.
I feel you.
My patience is short for people who don't see the value in me because
Hmm.
now I see the value in myself. So if I gotta convince you who I am, then you're not connected to who I belong to. If I have to convince you who I am, you're not connected to who I belong to.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, if you're not connected to God, you ain't gonna see the kind of man I am. If I'm not connected to God, I'm not gonna see what kind of woman. If they ain't connected to God, they ain't gonna see the kind of woman you are. So I'm
Hmm.
not spending my life convincing somebody who I am. You need to tap
Hmm.
in who I belong to and holler at them so they can tell you.
You should put that on a shirt.
Hey, I keep never because
I like that.
you think about it when you're a minor
Hmm.
under 18, you got to talk to the parents. So any information you need to know about this child, you got to holler at this parent to get the information. Same thing with me. If you want to know if I'm a good man for you or not, don't ask me. Don't have me paying for dates. Don't have me running around picking you up. Don't have me doing all this rigmarole.
Lord.
Don't pray about it. Don't pray on it because he gonna
You
tell
said
you
go
who.
to the Lord.
Go to the Lord with that. That's I'm a minor. I'm God's child. So go holler at my parents up there.
Listen, are
Yeah,
you a mess?
yeah. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody asked,
Hmm.
they say, what do us singles do when we are single and not seeing anything appetizing to my soul out here?
Mm.
I
Mm.
think I'm gonna answer this first. I
Hmm.
think you need to change what you're looking for. I think you need to change what you're looking for. That's what I think first. I think you got to look inside yourself and see why you don't see nothing appetizing. I never used to like onions. So if I seen some with onions in it, I ain't even tasted it. Kind of find out onions is good for you. It make your breath smell bad, but it's good for you. It might make you cry. Onions might make you cry when you're cutting it, but it's good for you. So I think you should change what you're looking for. That's my advice. Because it's not okay to be single.
Mm.
Somebody said, oh, you answer that?
No, I feel like you answered it well. Good. Yeah.
All right, Miss Christina said, "Are both of us single?" Yes, I'm single. Rashida, are you
Yes.
single?
I am single.
Can't speak for Rashida. Are you single?
Yes, I am single.
What'd you say?
Are you?
Rashida is single as well. Yes.
Listen, the patience is tested. Like Simone said, she said, he might send you a woman that's going to test your patience. You know, God gives us situations to test us.
What's Simone talking about, man?
She
Hey,
said, God give us situations to test us.
hey, Ashley said, Rashida, you're single. She said, wow. Cause
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
she don't Rashida? She speaks so mature, like she's in a relationship, right? Don't y'all agree? Like she talks like she's in a relationship and she's calm on Instagram. I mean TikTok. She's calm on TikTok. And she seems like she's a well-rounded woman, right? They were like, yeah, she's like, yes, she does. Yeah, she's
Oh,
very
thank y'all.
good age.
Appreciate that.
She said, protect. She said, it's giving best friends protection over him. He trusts in you. That's what she said about you. Yeah, she
Oh,
need to protect. She need to protect me and be a friend to me, right?
listen, Star and I are friends. We are good friends.
I don't know about that right there. She said, like she's a woman of God. Amen. I don't know
Wait,
about. I'm saying you got to answer
Star,
that.
you know what?
I'm
Y'all
saying you
see
have.
how he be shading me though, right? I'll sit
I'm
here,
saying
I'll go to bat for him, I'll take up for him, I'll give him a compliment. This man finds every reason to say something slick. I'm telling you.
I'm saying, I'm saying you got to answer that. I can't speak for you.
Yes, I am a woman of God.
Oh, she a woman of God. She said I'm a shady person, but it's okay. Somebody said I'm a shady person. That's fine. Actually,
Yes, he is shady.
I got a trick
But
for you.
y'all the witnesses, right? Y'all see me give him compliments. I'll pour into him, you know, everything. God don't even know what it looked like to be a good friend. Mm-mm-mm. Shame on it all.
Yeah, God's still working on me though. God working on me. So hey, don't jump. Hey, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know, I'm funny. But next question.
Hmm.
Let's ask this question. Do you feel like most people are single due to the fear of being hurt again?
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily group it and say most people. I do think that yes, there are people who are fearful about being hurt again. I also feel like people are using better discernment. They're actually using their discernment now. You don't think so?
Now go ahead, go ahead.
Because they've learned from the choices, the poor choices that they've made in the past. And I think that is, allowing them to actually cue into who is going to be better balance to them. You know what I mean? I think that that's something that people are looking for. I do think that people are still a little too into the aesthetic as opposed to like what's actually going on with this person's inner world,
Right,
you know? Do I think that you need to be attracted to whoever you're interested in? Yes, I do. I
right,
think attraction matters, but attraction doesn't always have to be the eye. It could be something about that person's character, right? Like Scar was saying about the fruits of the spirit. If you can see that in that person, they may not necessarily be aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but because you see that thing within them, then it makes you more attracted to them.
yeah.
So people, I think they're giving too easily. Like they're not giving it time to like actually see those characteristics within that person and giving it the time and maturity that it needs.
And do you think why they're not giving the time? Because
They want microwave relationships. Ready made, already in the package. All you gotta do is throw it in the microwave.
Little Caesar, they want Little Caesar's relationship,
Hot
hot
and
and
ready.
ready. Hey,
Shake and bake.
right. Miss Christina said that's guarding their heart out of disappointment. I agree.
Okay.
I think most people
Hmm.
build walls so people don't get in.
Hmm.
But I tell people all the time 'cause I used to do counseling at the church. I said the strange thing about building a wall, it's hard for people to get in. It's also hard for you to get out. That wall you built, they got to climb up that wall to get over that. But you too, to get out of that wall, get out of that area, you have to climb that wall too.
Mm.
So that's why it's important to stop building walls in your life because just like it's hard to get somebody in, it's gonna be hard for you to get out. So what I told people instead of creating walls, create force fields. A force field would be the spirit of discernment. That's a force field. Like you press a button, you can walk in, walk out. Create a force field, not a wall. I think a lot of people build walls thinking that they're protecting themselves. Come to find out, you end up boxing yourself in. So the same thing, same way of thinking, or the same terminologies, or the same thought pattern that you use to protect yourself, really end up putting you in bondage, in captivity.
Mm. Ooh. Well,
See,
you said something there.
I'm knocking the walls down.
Oh my God. See, that's why we can't take this man seriously. He'll say something so profound, and then this will we get right
I'm
after.
knocking the walls down, man. I'm just joking with y'all, man. You gotta joke a little bit. You know, you gotta sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta laugh, stop from crying. Nah, but
Hmm.
seriously though, like them same walls, them same things you use to protect you, will turn around and end up blocking you.
Mm,
So I tell people, listen, I had big walls up in my life. Walls protecting me, thought I was protecting myself. I end up damaging myself.
hmm.
Now when the walls collapse, it's falling on me, not on them, because they ain't in there.
Yeah.
So when them walls collapse, it's gonna fall on you.
So how are you, how did you dismantle those walls? How'd you break them down? And what are you doing now?
I broke the walls down by understanding who I was and who I belonged to. See, you create that wall because you've been listening to what people told you you were.
Hmm.
And when you did not meet, when you couldn't meet the expectation of what they told you you were, you got disappointed. So you put the wall up to protect you from being hurt or them
Hmm.
hurting you. Like a woman to tell you, a man to tell you, oh, you my wife, you my girlfriend, you this is what he'll tell you. And then you don't meet the expectation, so you don't receive what a girlfriend treatment or girlfriend or wife supposed to have. So
Hmm.
then you end up pulling a guard up to protect yourself from being hurt again. But what I had to realize is even I cannot base who I am off what my significant other telling me. Like if
Hmm.
she telling me I'm her man, I'm her boo, I'm her whatever she calling me, I can't base who I am off that. I gotta base it off me being a child of God, me being a man of God. Because soon
Hmm.
as I don't live up to her expectations, that's when she gonna hurt me.
Mm.
So I had to realize I had to stop letting people tell me who I was, and I had to make a decision who I wanted to be. And that's how I end up tearing these walls down. Like stop listening to advice from people, stop listening to what people saying, and just know who I am and be comfortable who I am. Like I'm a great husband, and I don't even have a wife. I don't need a woman to tell me I'm a great husband. This is what I am. With or without a wife, I'm a great husband.
Mm.
With or without a husband, you're a great wife. I don't have children.
Mhm.
With or without children, I'm a great father. So this is when you start understanding who you are, nobody can change you. Like today, I spoke to a gentleman today. He said, "Don't be changed, be transformed." He spoke about a butterfly. Oh, but I seen butterfly in the building earlier too.
Butterfly.
Butterfly, but she left, so I ain't singing nothing
Okay.
for her.
Hmm.
He said something about a butterfly. He said a caterpillar and a butterfly is the same thing, but two different things.
Hmm.
And I said, bro, you ain't lying, because a caterpillar got its own name and a butterfly got its own name, but they got the same DNA.
Right.
A butterfly can't return back to being a caterpillar
Hmm.
because once a caterpillar transforms, it can't go back to what it was. So what I had to learn how to do, I had to stop changing, and I just had to transform.
Hmm.
Because when you meet different people, you're gonna keep changing. You're gonna change this, change that. Nah, bro, I gotta be who I am with or without that. I have to transform. A butterfly does not conform and go back to being a caterpillar. Oh, she ain't lying. My shirt got a butterfly on it. That's crazy, ain't it?
Oh, it does.
That's crazy, bro. Miss Christina, that's crazy.
That was
Yeah,
right on time. Okay.
right on time. But that's what I learned. Like I gotta be a butterfly. Like I gotta transform because a butterfly can never go back to being a caterpillar. So once we start flying, we can't go back to walking and crawling again.
Yeah.
So that's and when you understand that, when you accept that, nobody can get you back to that lower vibration, that lower level. And if somebody trying to get you back to that lower vibration, you transform where your mind and your body, your intellect, your verbiage won't even allow you to get back there. Even
Right.
if you
That's so
wanted to.
true. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
my
Like when you reprogram, a computer. That's it.
you can't go back to
Can't
the
go back to the
Windows
factory set.
95. Once you delete Windows 95, Windows
Listen, it's
98,
gone.
and that's just where it's at. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, Rashida got us sharing all the clips and the words on our pages now. So I'm gonna start sharing.
Yes. The full videos. Yes. Hmm.
You do it. And so you know what I mean? But
Hmm.
That's what I'm learning. Like I'm learning, don't be changed, be transformed.
Yeah. I like that.
Don't be changed, be
Scar
transformed.
actually talking about some good stuff today, y'all.
I talk about good stuff every day, man. Those who have ears, let me see. Let me see Rashida know the scripture. Those who have ears,
Nope. I don't know. I told you I wasn't biblical.
those who have ears, let them hear. Carla said, "Hell yeah, what you hell yeah for, Carla?" I said, "Hell yeah, what you hell yelling for, Carla?"
She could say, let him
Y'all
hear.
dropping gems. Carla said, "We dropping gems, but we dropping gems." Yeah, yeah. I'm just letting y'all know, like, if anybody wants you to change,
Hmm.
that's not the person for you.
She could say, you've been sitting with the Lord.
I've been sitting with the Lord with a T on it, right?
Yeah.
With a T on it. I've been sitting with the Lord with the T on it, for real. Like, that's what I've been on.
Yes.
Like today been a day of prayer, fasting,
Hmm.
secluding my mind from what the world wants me to think. Like today, that's what I've been doing. Like anything the world wants me to think, any
Hmm.
advice the world wants me to have, anything that I'm subjected to, I had to stop it today, 24 hours from 12 to 12. I had to
Yeah.
just, I can't be like, whatever it is, I'm not listening to anything other than what God tell me and who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And we all got to go on this fast, man. We all have to fast from. Sometimes we fast from food, from drinks. We need to fast from discouragement.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Hmm.
we need to fast from discouragement. Anything that's causing discouragement, anything that's causing you to second guess yourself, anything that's causing you to disbelieve in yourself. Sometimes you got to fast from it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've been taking a mental diet, whew, spiritual, everything. Just
Yeah,
dieting from everything. Because you can't take that in, you will carry it with you. And the more you become aware of who you are, those there's certain spirits around you that want you to come back to where you were.
we ain't doing that.
Yeah. And like Scar said, once you make that transformation,
Ain't no
that's
going back.
it. You can't go back.
A butterfly can't return back to being a caterpillar. No matter what it
Hmm.
do, no matter how hard it try. What's
Yep.
done is done. What's done is done. So for me, I chose to be transformed. Like I'm not going to wait for somebody to tell me I change.
Hmm.
I'm going to do that without somebody validating me. I think a lot of times we need especially as men.
Hmm.
We need
Thank you for the
validation.
follow. Yeah. Hmm.
As men, we need validation. So we need to be, oh, that's my man, or we need some kind of even women need validation sometimes.
Hmm.
But I learned like stop seeking validation. Stop seeking because the root word to validation is value. So whenever you're seeking validation, it's because you don't know your value.
Hmm.
VAL validation, VAL value. So I stopped seeking validation and I made a decision to be who I am with or without someone telling me that. I'm a good
Hmm.
man. I don't need nobody to tell me that. I look good. I don't need nobody to tell me that. I'm just saying though. Like I'm 41 years old, so people look at me and say, "You don't look 41." I don't need you. I know I don't.
Oh gosh. Listen, y'all.
You gotta tell me that, man, for real. Hey, for real. But I'm just keeping it
Scar
real.
got jokes
I got jokes for days, man. But
for
I'm just keeping
days.
it real. I just want everybody to be comfortable who they are and not
Hmm.
wait for somebody to tell them who they are. Like you ain't gotta
Yeah.
tell me I'm your nigga. You ain't gotta tell me I'm your man. I'm your man already. You ain't gotta call me and say I'm your boyfriend. I'm your boyfriend already, baby. For real. We locked in. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yes. Blessings and love, man. But any
Yeah.
questions? Any other questions we got out here? Anybody got questions for us? You know,
Yes, we can go to 9:30 with any questions, comments, concerns.
said Byron Noe. Oh, Constance said, I'm a leader. Thank you, Constance. I'm a leader. I'm a
Hmm.
leader to those who want to follow. What I stopped doing, I stopped trying to force people to follow me.
Hmm.
Because you know the energy it takes to drag somebody with you. The energy you use to drag a woman, like the energy I was using to drag a woman with me to let that woman know I want to be with her. Do you know I could have been spending that energy with a woman who's willing to move, and we would have been so much further. The energy you using to drag this man with you, you could be with a man who's willing to follow you too. Women leaders too. Be with a man that
Hmm.
follow me. Y'all could have been much more further.
Yeah, that's true.
For real,
Well, you
man.
gotta like who like you, right? Don't try to convince nobody now.
Nah. You
Mm-mm.
gotta like who like, and you could. You be trying. I ain't gonna hold you. I be forcing people to like me sometimes.
Why
And
you do that? Isn't that validation though?
yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. That's what I had to learn. I had to stop doing that
Okay.
because I be trying to like I told my dog yesterday. I said I be trying to put. You know when you're a jit and you putting the shapes inside of the shape thing as a
Hmm.
kid, like the circle and the circle, square and a square.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm the person that try to squeeze the circle in the square. I'm trying to push
It
it
looked like it
down.
could fit, right?
It look like it can fit, but it don't. So I had to learn like the circle go in the circle. No matter how bad I want this circle to go in the square, it's not made for that.
Hmm.
So I had to learn that with people. Like no matter how bad I want this woman, man, this woman look good, man. Got her toes done. She look good. She working. I need that, boy. I need that. It ain't for me.
Yeah.
So that just and I'm all right with that. I
Hmm.
learned to be okay with it,
Yeah.
and I
Still
learned to
protecting
be
your
okay.
energy though, huh?
Say it again.
Are you still protecting your energy?
Oh yeah, you see where I'm at? I'm in Ocala right now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Hey, cause I'm waiting on that apartment to go through. That one I'm supposed to get flaked
Hmm.
out. So you see where I'm at? I ain't shacked up with no woman. I ain't doing none of that. Like I ain't doing that. Like, I don't care what happened. I ain't doing that, man. I'm not
Yeah.
finna. I'm not about to give away my good energy to a low life.
Wow.
And women too. Y'all shouldn't give y'all good energy away to a low life. That's just real. That's just real.
Well, somebody who's not on your same frequency, right? And the goals aren't matching up. And you're not on the same purpose. I don't know what happened to Scar Screen. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, anybody that's operating at a low vibration, low frequency, you should not give your energy away to them people, because they
Yeah.
always gonna find something wrong with what you're doing.
Yeah.
I never met
Well,
somebody. Listen, anybody, Rashida, anybody who's operating at a low frequency will always find a problem with what you're doing.
mm,
Like they can't even see beyond the problem. And I don't want to be with a woman like that who always find the wrong in what I'm doing. Like, come on, B.
hmm.
If I'm touching on you, I'm touching on you too much. I want to kiss on you too much. I want to do this too much. I want to like, come on, baby. Like you ain't meant for me. You
Mm.
ain't meant for me.
Well, you gotta find who is right for you.
Yeah. She ain't if you ain't on what I'm on, you ain't meant for me. Straight up. So anybody got questions for us? You know what I mean? We got 19 minutes.
Yep.
So Rashid, let me ask you a question. Have you
Yes.
ever tried to put the circle in the square?
Thank you, Sheikah. What?
We appreciate you, Sheikah. You ever tried to put the circle in the square?
Yes. Where I'm at right now.
So right now you put the circle in the square.
I said, where am I at right now?
What you mean?
We already said my relationship status is
Oh, you
single.
single? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, where
When I
you at? The
tried to put
crib?
a circle in the square, I was like, it looked like it could go in there. Nope, wasn't meant. Yeah, exactly. She said, not on your purpose. Exactly. She said, wait,
Yeah,
oh, somebody said not on purpose. I'm sorry.
on purpose. Nah, on
Yeah.
purpose.
But you
On
know
purpose.
what? You know what I think it is, pseudo scar?
Yeah.
Because, well, I'll speak for myself, and maybe Miss J. Harris, she may have a different perspective. But I was gonna say a lot of times, like for me, I see like the good. I'll see the good in that person. Or or maybe some people may say potentiality, right? Like you'll see the potential in that person and you're trying to work with that, but you really have to work with what's in front of you.
Right.
You got to work with what's in front of you. It was a square. I was a circle. You know what I mean?
So instead of you trying to
Yeah,
shave,
she said she agreed with that.
yeah, that's real. So sometimes I guess we try to shave it down. So it's just sometimes the potential you
Yeah.
see is their ceiling. Christina said
Ooh,
sometimes the potential you see is their ceiling.
right.
That's crazy.
That's a good one.
That's crazy for you to be thinking, oh, this potential is like they got potential, but they potential is like your like
That's it.
their ceiling is your floor.
Right.
They can't get no higher. That's real.
Correct.
Their ceiling is your floor. That's why I can't
Right.
deal with no low life chick. I can't like I don't want to talk no. I can't deal with no low life woman, fam. Like it aggravates me. Like I get
Well,
literally
define what a low life woman is, though. Define that.
annoyed. A low life woman is a woman who always finds problems in everything.
Hmm.
A woman who, she said his floor, exactly. A woman who is only thinking about how she feel rather than where we going. A
Mm,
woman who
hmm.
is only thinking about what she been through rather than where we going. A woman who sees the difficulty in something rather than seeing the easiness in something. A woman who sees the problem but never sees the solution. A woman who finds excuses why things can't work so she doesn't try to make it work. That's a low life.
Mm.
She's a woman who's
Okay.
willing, adjust your camera, Joe. A woman who is willing
Hmm.
to take something from me physically or materially,
Hmm. Hmm.
but not take nothing from me emotionally and mentally or verbally. That's a low life.
Okay.
Somebody said, "How can I tap deeper into myself so that I don't cross paths with a low life man?"
Mm. Now, the short answer for that is it may sound a little counterintuitive, but you probably will encounter that person anyway. But it is a test of your strength through you trying to get us to transform, really. Um, those things are going to be presented to you, unfortunately, until you work through it. You gotta work through it. What you say, Scar?
I'm not gonna speak that on baby girl. I don't want her to, you know what I mean?
No, it's not. It wasn't no shade or nothing like that.
I
But
know, I know, I know,
you
I
know
know.
how it is, though, Scar, on the journey.
No, but I'm trying to be positive. You know what I mean? Like, I know. And just to answer my answer to that question is just to agree with Rashida saying. You may, I'm gonna say you may still run into
Okay.
the low life man because I don't want to put no hex on them.
Right. No, no. Please don't take it that way. I didn't want to, like, I'm
No,
not
I'm saying
speaking it
I know
over
you
to
didn't mean it
say it
that
like
way, so
that.
I'm gonna say you
Yeah.
may.
But I also don't want her to take it that way either.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so you
Hmm.
may run into a low life man, but the only way for you to know he's a low life is for you to know your value.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't know your self value, then you're not gonna know if somebody a low life or on your level or not. You got to know your self value. So the way you tap deeper into yourself is you construct a life that's beneficial for you. Once you're able to construct a life that shows benefits in every area, mentally, financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, once you construct a life where you see benefits in all those areas, if that person can't add to that, then you know they're not meant for you.
Right.
You will never cross their
That
path.
was
Like Rashida said, you may encounter the person, but y'all won't cross paths because y'all not gonna be on the same path.
right.
You might
You'll be able to
encounter
spot
them.
it so much
Right.
quicker. Yeah.
Right. But first you gotta
Yeah.
know, you gotta create, to me, you gotta create a constructive lifestyle where you're spiritually
Mm-hmm.
inclining, physically inclining, mentally inclining, emotionally inclining, verbally
Mm-hmm.
inclining, financially
Mm-hmm.
inclining, and if the person can't help you incline, they're gonna help you decline.
Yeah. And take inventory of the circle that you already are in
Right.
and see if there are any areas of opportunity, even if you got to trim the fat, so to speak,
Yes. And that's I
you
agree on
know,
that.
because
It's a,
sometimes we are attached to people who keep us in that state in that way of thinking,
right.
you know, not on purpose, but oh, because that's my mom. Oh, that's my brother. That's my friend of 20 years. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that that you need to be in those circles with those folks anymore either. So taking a good look at who you have around you as well.
It's gonna be
Yep.
a lot of trimming. It's gonna be a lot of cutting, boy. A lot of
Yep.
trimming them leaves, them branches. It's gonna be a lot of that, man. It's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
lot of. She said you hit nail on the head on that one. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
lot of trimming, boy. But like even with your hair, like as women, they trim your hair so it can grow.
Correct.
The only way the hair
To be
gonna grow is
healthy.
you trim it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like if you walking upstairs, somebody walking downstairs, y'all ain't gonna never cross paths. If you elevating and somebody de-escalating, y'all ain't gonna never cross paths. So just make sure you
Mm-hmm.
constantly elevating, no matter what it is. Not just money, not just material things, but elevate your mind, elevate your spirit, elevate all the things that's not that's intangible, intangible things. That's what you need to
Mm-hmm.
focus on elevating.
Yeah. Find new interests.
Elevation, man.
Yeah.
Miss Christina said frequencies don't respond to one another unless they're in the same hertz. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Very
that's true.
true.
Yeah.
Yep.
She said, I'm definitely tuning in. She said, oh, y'all fed me today. I'm definitely tuning in with y'all. Yeah, we live every Wednesday.
We appreciate that every
We
Wednesday,
appreciate you. Yeah, every Wednesday.
7:30.
7:30 getting dirty, man. 7:30 to 9:30. And like I said, we gonna start posting. Y'all can follow her too. Y'all see her
Mm-hmm.
name. Love it or leave it, Rashida.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can follow her too. She gonna post a lot of this. She got a lot of stuff up there. I'm gonna post some stuff too, but she got a lot of stuff on there. So go tap in.
Yeah. I post the highlights and then I put the full form videos on YouTube.
Okay, that's what's up. So she got that going on, and that's what we gonna do moving forward. We're just here to help everybody and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
They said, what cities in Florida are great, young, beautiful ethnic women to? Hold on. What cities in Florida are great for young, beautiful ethnic women to thrive? Whatever city
Mm.
I'm at, baby. Whatever city I'm at, that's the best city for you to be in. For real.
Lord.
Now I would say Orlando is good. Miami, not so much. It's like oversaturation. I would say
Mm-hmm.
Orlando. I would say even Ocala, because that's where we're at now. Ocala is building. Palm Bay is building. But if you want a mix of people, I would say Orlando, West Palm, Port St. Lucie is building. Those will be my cities: Port St. Lucie, Orlando, Jacksonville. Ocala. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But
Hmm.
really, whatever city I'm at, man. If you listen, if you're a young, beautiful, ethnic woman, and you trying to thrive, whatever city I'm at, that's where you need to be, ain't it?
Uh,
Where you need to be. Whatever city I'm at, that's where you need to be. If you're a young, ethnic, beautiful black woman trying to thrive, wherever I'm at, that's where you should be at.
Oh my gosh. He is relocating though.
Yeah, you gotta relocate, and yeah, a man who found a wife found a good thing. Yeah, I'm saying.
Thank you, Simone. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, Ocala is different. I don't know about Ocala, man. Ocala a little iffy. Like I'm in Ocala, I don't know, but it's
Well,
it's,
you've
it's
been out there.
I've been in Ocala for 2 months.
Oh, that's it?
2 months, yeah. I've been. It seemed like forever, but it's
Okay.
growing. It's growing. But what Ocala did was push me where I'm supposed to be because
Yeah.
what I learned is when you're uncomfortable, sometimes we wait till we're comfortable to start doing what we're supposed to do. But I
Hmm.
learned through the discomfort. That's where if you fight through the discomfort,
Hmm.
what is it? The discomfort. If you fight through that, then
Yeah.
you then you will find comfort. So what I learned
Hmm.
was this place is not comfortable. It's uncomfortable, but it's uncomfortable because there's something that I need to do somewhere else.
Yeah.
Somebody else might come. My parents here, they feel great. Like what? Not one of them do. My mom, whatever.
Okay.
But other people come here and feel like this is home. But to me, it's not
Hmm.
comfortable because there's many things I need to do. Like Miss Christina
Okay.
said, it pushes you to your purpose. There's some in your life right now, you might be uncomfortable right now. And the reason why you're uncomfortable is not because this is the end or not because this is you're cursed or something like that. Nah. This discomfort you're feeling is propelling you to your blessing. It's
Hmm.
pushing you towards your blessing. So stop looking at this uncomfortability as a problem, and look at it as a solution to press you forward the way you need to be.
Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. I'm about to be very uncomfortable.
Who you?
Oh yes.
Why you say that?
'Cause I got this promotion at work, but totally different department that I never worked in. But I understand like why
Hold
I
on,
need to do this.
but talk to the people. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was gonna say I understand why I need to do this because it is gonna help me stretch. It is gonna help me grow. It's gonna help me get the skill set that I need so that I can move on and do what I want to do, in terms of the business that I want to own eventually. So the discomfort is breeding um what I need in this season, you know, but I'm still a little apprehensive, I would say, because I've always worked in like mental health for almost 20 years. And now I'll be on like the medical side of it, the physical health side, and still bring my mental health skill set, but it's like learning from ground zero pretty much. um but I'll be learning on my own. Like, I don't really try to rely on people to give me information. Some people hoard information, you know. So I'll be in my bag studying a lot for what I need to do. So y'all wish me some luck, send me some love. Hopefully. So do you think being a successful woman makes it harder to find a good partner? Ooh, Miss J. Harris. Um, I would say I think that's like a double yes and no, right? The yes part, because oftentimes being a successful woman takes you away from your ability to like, really truly focus on the nurturing side of things and like focusing on meeting people, right? Because you may be spending more time in the office, you may have to, have more additional responsibilities, and it's taken away from you actually being able to balance that. and incorporate the time that it takes to actually get to know somebody. Um, and focus because it's not like for me when it comes to a relationship, I don't want to address it like it this that has to come to your side and send some love. Oh, thank you so much, Christina, Miss Christina. I appreciate that.
But it's just congratulations.
Um,
6 months and us.
yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Constance
I
said you
appreciate that,
got.
y'all.
Constance said you got this. It's going to make you the best of the best.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all for real, because I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you, it was
She done need a lot of
something
all the
I've been.
encouragement she can get, man, for real.
I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, so Miss J Harris, I do think that it does it's a yes and no to your question. So she asked, do I think that successful women is it more difficult for us to find a good partner? And I said I feel like it's a yes and no. Yes,
Okay,
in that sometimes, yeah.
okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
in that sometimes it's our inability to like manage our time, between like the getting to know you phase of the relationship. You have to do that. You have to commit to that process. And then I think because of the success, right? We're used to like this being this way, getting what you want, it certainly can impact like the dating process because you get so discouraged when things don't necessarily line up with what you had in mind, and like Scar had touched on earlier when he was like, sometimes you're looking for what's wrong instead of trying to work with what is and what can be.
Preach,
Right?
preach.
Because we are we problem solving all day, right? So when it comes to a relationship, we want the ease of it, but it still takes work. It takes a lot of work. It takes effort. It takes energy. It takes both of you guys putting in 100%. You don't think so? It don't take work to be in a
I'm
relationship?
shaking my head like ain't that the truth?
Okay.
That's the truth. And it's
Yeah.
and what it said, and we are quick to end things with one wrong move. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that's
like
why I said it's a yes and a no, because we have like a zero tolerance policy at this point. And yes, and you agree with, well, Jay Harris, she said the time management part, but it still takes that. We still need to put that effort in,
yes.
you
That's what
know?
I see. Rashida, when it comes to successful women and
Hmm.
women like Jay Harris, who said she, businesswoman.
Hmm.
Like I said earlier, everything else you all find time for.
Yeah.
With your nails done, with your kids, with your business, everything else you find time and you put energy and effort to. But when it comes to a man, you don't feel like you supposed to.
Hmm.
Like, do you understand that this man would potentially be the best thing that ever happened to you? Could be. Not
Hmm.
saying it will.
Could be.
Could be. This could be the missing piece that you've been waiting for.
Hmm.
But you say I don't have time for him. I don't have enough. I don't want to put energy and effort into him, or vice versa. But that could be your missing piece. That's going to help you
Hmm.
not
Like lighten
have
the load.
help lighten the load, help bring happiness to your life, help bring joy to your life. But you so focused on what you understand. Like I said earlier, you so focused on what you think you know. But if you knew any better, you wouldn't be single right now.
Mm.
Like like for me, I'm a businessman. Like everybody who know me know I'm a businessman. That's what I do. I may not seem like I'm working, but I work. So I'm like see, I'm driving to Atlanta, open dealership, drove to Melbourne. I'm driving around trying to open up businesses, do all this other stuff I'm doing. And everybody who knows me know I'm a businessman. I still have to find time to get what I want. I still have to find time to commit myself to something that I want to see flourish. Just like I want to see my business flourish. If I want to see me and this woman flourish, I have to find time for it.
Hmm.
She might be the missing piece to the puzzle. So I just all you women out there who playing around with me, man. Listen, I'm gonna get no
Y'all
serious.
see.
No, because we gonna post this on YouTube. All the women out there who got my phone number. All the women out there who talking to me and you playing with me, I'm telling you, man, you got 24 hours. In the next 24 hours, if you don't put no effort and energy into me, I'm telling you right now,
He said he trimming the fat, y'all.
I'm clipping you, I'm blocking you, I'm deleting you out
They
my
about to
life.
be on your ass, Scar.
Well, hey, cause end of the
Hey,
day,
Jay Harris said, pull up. She said, pull up.
Jay Harris ain't say that.
You did.
He said pull up.
She said,
Okay,
pull up. Listen, I'm going to screenshot it for you.
all right, okay, all right, all right,
She said, pull up. She said,
okay.
pull up on her.
All right, I'm just saying though, like, cause I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. Christina said that's a Taurus man all day. For real, I'm keeping it real. Like, fam, what we doing, B? What we doing?
Hmm.
What we doing, fam?
Gotta
Like,
know.
come on, man.
Oh, she said she gonna text the address too. What? Now hold on, y'all. We God did say he was celibate. Now I don't know if he sell a little bit of this or he sell a little bit of that, or or if he's really,
Nah, I ain't.
staining
I'm,
at this
I'm,
time
I'm abstaining.
until he meet his woman.
Right, till I'm in a committed relationship. I ain't
Yeah.
sleeping with no woman till I'm committed. But I'm just saying, like she say pull up, but I'm serious. Like y'all gotta start getting serious with y'all people, man. Let's stop playing with me, B. I know what kind of man I am. I know what I got to offer. I may not be what you think you need, but I'm everything you should have. I might
Oh,
not be
good
what you
gosh.
think you need, but I'm everything you should have. I'm just keeping it real with you, baby. And together, listen, together. Let's use Oh, she said, oh yeah, okay. So she said, pull up. I'll text you the address. Okay, all right.
Yep.
Keep it up, Jay Harris. Keep it up. Constance said that was smooth. I'm telling you, I'm a smooth player, man, from the Himalaya, man. I might not. Hey, I'm everything you should have. For real. Listen. You deserve me. If my wife
Scar is a
listening,
mess,
listen.
y'all.
If my wife listening right now, I'm here today to tell you, you earn me. You deserve me. Ain't you tired of your man lying to you,
Listen
cheating
how
on
he's
you,
selling himself, y'all. I'm dead.
deceiving you? Ain't you tired of being alone, lonely?
This sound like
Ain't you
a
tired of,
late night infomercial.
ain't you tired of broken promises? You deserve me, baby.
Hit up Scar
You
in his
deserve me.
inbox on TikTok.
Hit my inbox. Hit up inbox right now. Or call them 1-800. Get laid. For real.
Not get see, I done told the people that you were
I said
celibate.
get saved. What you talking about? I said
You
1-800 get saved.
thought you said get laid.
1-800 get saved. No, for real though. But I'm just saying, like you got to put deadlines on these people. You got to put
Yeah.
deadlines on these people. Hey, fam, like, hey, Constance said take his phone. Hey, take my phone. You gonna have to take this phone before I block everybody, boy. Because I'm telling you,
Listen.
I'm going Thanksgiving. I'm blocking like Matumbo out this thing. Cause you got to put deadlines on it. Cause what you doing, fam? Like I gave me giving you a chance is me giving you a chance. It's the best thing in your life, man. The fact that I gave you a chance, that should show you that you deserve it.
Listen, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Y'all hear it slipping out, huh?
I'm just saying. If I gave you a chance, that means you deserve a chance. You deserve better. You deserve better. Why you keep settling for less when you can have the
Yeah.
best? Don't settle for
Without
less when you can have
stress.
it without stress. You ain't got a second guess, but you might have to
And it won't be
invest.
no mess.
You might have to invest.
This is Reverend Leon Lonnie Love.
I'm telling Leon Lonnie love out this motherfucker for real. Hey, hey, don't do that, man. Chris, we about to end this live.
What'd you
Christina
say?
said, he said he's the prize.
He did.
I'm just saying you won. If you get me as your
You don't
man,
think you winning too?
you've won.
Oh
I
my
already said
God.
I'm
See,
winning.
we
That's why
tried
we
to help
here.
you out, Scar.
For sure, I'm
You
winning.
say
But
you don't think you winning as well?
for sure. But I'm just saying,
Okay.
if the woman gets me as her man, she's won. She won. Like it's no more. She don't have to worry about nothing else from that point on. She don't have to worry about another man at that point on. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Mhm.
G. But you ain't feeling me. I know.
I'm
I know.
listening.
I know who I am, man. Like she may not see it, but I know who I am.
Hmm.
I know. I know what I can do, and I know who I
You know,
belong to.
yes.
I belong to God, and I know God's favor is on my life, and God will provide for me as I seek provision for my family.
Amen to that.
Just like he doing right now with my family, my mom and dad and my sisters. Just like right now, I had a stroke last year. God used me to help them buy a house in Ocala.
Hmm.
God used me to help fix their credit. God used me to do certain things in my family to bring my family from poverty into prosperity. So
Hmm.
I know what God can do, and I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to do, and I know what God is going to do in my life, and I know how God is going to bless me and my wife and my children. I
Hmm.
know what's you can't tell me no. See, that's the difference. See, Rashida, back in the day, somebody talked me out of it, but you can't
Talked you
talk
out
me
of what?
out of my blessings.
Oh, so you got close?
Do I got clothes on?
I said, did you get close, like to having, your family?
Yes, I got close to.
Okay.
I was with different women. You know what I'm saying, trying to advance, but people talk me
I
out my
meant
blessings
like to actually building a family with someone and getting married and all that kind of stuff.
to a degree, to a
Okay.
degree. But I'm just
And
saying,
somebody talked you out of it. They tricked you out your position.
it
They
tripped me
want
out
it
my.
all.
But the person who talked me out of it was the person who I was trying to get with.
Oh, well, there you go.
I let her actions detour me. But what I'm saying is now I know that I'm not gonna let God. I'm not gonna let anyone trick me out my blessing.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at with it right now. And if a woman can't see that, I mean I don't know what to tell you. Like
Hmm.
I ain't about to chase you. I ain't about to hunt you. You're not an animal. You're not on the run from the police. So I don't see why I gotta be chasing you and hunting you down and all this other shit. It says
Make it easy for you.
I'm here that when men truly want a female, they want her to sit pretty in her femininity. But the thing about me is, a woman is always feminine, regardless of what she's doing. Whether she working, taking out the trash, cutting the grass, that don't make you no less feminine because you doing things. Like what's femininity? What's masculinity?
Hmm.
That's all perspective based. My woman gonna make it shake. Like my woman, listen. End of the day, my woman gonna do what she need to do to make sure we get to where we need to go. And because I'm gonna do what I need to do to make sure we get to where we need to go. Femininity and masculinity. So you mean to tell me, as a man, if I hold my baby and feed my baby with a bottle, that's feminine?
No, absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. Like as a man, if I paint my daughter nails, I'm feminine. If I do
Well,
her hair,
maybe ask them what they meant by like sitting in their femininity because
yeah,
it
that's
could
good.
just be like something different than what you're talking about right now, Scar.
What's your definition of femininity? Femininity. I can't even say it because I don't want to say it.
Femininity.
I'm joking. You know I'm joking.
Okay.
What is Okay, Christina said you won the competition. That's right. Hallelujah. Give me a high five, Christina. So what you mean by femininity? And yes, I am the prize. Yes, I am the prize.
Oh Lord.
Just keeping it real.
Oh, it's a 2 for 1. It's a BOGO deal.
And
Buy one, get one.
she said, "You're right." She just wanted to hear my views. That's just what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, there is no such thing as. Listen, Rashida. I cook, I clean, I wash clothes. Does that make me feminine?
No, no.
So it's like for me, these women be like, I want to be in my feminine, but what is feminine?
Mhm.
I don't get it. Like I don't like, you know what I mean? Like you can't take
I
the
think
trash
it's
out.
more of the
Better take the
no, I
trash
think
out.
it's more of like the resting and the femininity. I think is more of like where some people look at it more like a state of receptivity. You're not like having to get up and do and be actionary in everything that you're doing, even if it's more of a mental space, right? Like the problem solving, the um balancing the books in the house, right? Like you're not so action oriented in how you operate. There are things that, it's more of a nurturing side to being feminine, right? Um, allowing you to just have ease and not worry about like the mundane day-to-day kind of thing. It's a balancing act, I think is what they're trying to look for.
So let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
What can't a man do, or what can't a woman do that will make them not no longer be feminine or no longer be masculine? Like what
You said
duties?
no longer do?
Yeah, like what duties in a relationship can a man do that will not make him masculine anymore, or what duties can a woman do that won't make her feminine anymore in a relationship?
Um, I think when we talk about just like how men and women think, right? When they had said the whole like men are from Mars, women are from Venus, we do have a different way of tackling a problem. We, like you said before, like from the feminine, you may be looking at historically, right? Like, oh, well, the last time we incurred a financial issue was when this was going on, that was going on, this was going on. Where the man may just be looking at what is happening today, right? It's very practical, very rational. What is happening in this moment, and how do we need to come from A to B? you know so I think it's just more of a way of like how you think and operate, and if that switches, it does feel like it's off balance. You don't think so?
I don't think there's nothing a man can do
Hmm.
that a woman can't do. I don't think there's nothing a woman can do that a man can't do. So I think if a woman,
Yes, but it's a different way that we approach things is what I'm saying.
I think if a
I'm not
woman take,
saying it doesn't get done. I'm just saying the approach to it is very different.
what's the difference?
Sometimes you need the practicality, and sometimes you need that person who is going to bring okay, well, historically, this is what has happened. So let's look at the whole picture instead of just pinpointing what's going on right now. Scar, you so distracted. You're not understanding what I'm
No, I'm
saying.
listening to what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, but a man can be a woman can be the practicality. A man can, you know what I'm saying? So a woman can be the practical one too. So does that
Hmm.
mean she's not in her femininity because she's practical? Does it mean that she's not in her femininity because she's financially taking care of the household?
Right. No, I get what you're saying. I'm not
So that's
refuting,
no. I'm
excuse
just.
me, what you're
I'm saying
saying.
I'm giving my point. I'm giving my point. Like what? That's what I'm just trying to say. Like as a man, like if I'm staying home taking the kids, am I not masculine? 'Cause I'm taking care of the kids at home.
Right.
It says
No,
logic
you're
versus
right.
emotional. Your desire is more feminine in nature. Sorry, no offense. I don't know what she's talking about. Feminine quality. Oh,
Mhm.
Carrie, because Carrie said metrosexual, but ain't no metrosexuals over here, B. I don't believe in that. Sounds crazy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So when I be hearing femininity, I just think of myself like that's just your excuse for not wanting to do what I can't do. That's just your reason for not being able, not wanting to do the things you think I should do. But what if I need you to do that? Like, what if I need you to cut the grass? There's women out there cut grass. It's women out there that work. It's women out there that change oil. Does that mean she's not feminine?
So you believe more in an egalitarian way of operating in your house.
I believe whatever need to be done, whoever can do it, get it done.
Yeah. So
I
you're
just,
non-traditional.
I'm non-traditional. If I'm with a woman,
Okay.
listen. If I'm with a woman and she making more money than me, she gonna pay. Hey, that's cool. I don't feel no kind of way because my woman. Listen, Rashida, most women I date make more money than me anyway.
Mhm.
If I'm making 150,000 a year, 200,000 a year, 100,000 a year, she probably making double that. I don't have insecurity in myself, but there's times where I made more money than the woman I'm with. So for what I'm saying is, does like when women say I want to rest in my femininity, what does that mean?
Mhm.
You don't want to make decisions. Like you're not a human. You're not an adult. Like if you want to start making decisions, that means you need to rest in your childhood.
But so then where does the leadership come in? Because you said, unless you change your stance on this, you have said that you feel like the man should be leading the household under God's provision, right?
Right.
The man should be leading the household.
Yeah, but yeah, even team captains, even leaders of a team, basketball, football, baseball team, even their teammates call plays.
Mhm.
Even their teammates say, "Give, hey man, we're gonna pass the ball to him. He hot today." Well, that's why when you get in team huddle, everybody voice their opinion.
Yeah.
So how does a woman don't want to be seen less than a man, but she don't want to do the things that she say he supposed to do.
Well, I don't think that's what it is. I'm challenging your belief or something that you've said before. That's all I'm saying.
No, what
I'm
I'm
just
saying
challenging
is,
it. I don't disagree with what you're saying now, Scar.
no, what
I
I'm
do
saying
feel
to
like,
answer your
mhm,
question. You said if a man gonna lead, but what does leadership look like?
yes.
Like what does leadership look like? Is leadership only a physical attribute or is leadership verbal? I could say, okay, babe, tonight, we need $2,000 to go on this vacation. Is leadership me working for the 2,000, or her saying, all right, babe, I know we need 2,000. I got 1,000 here. You got 1,000 here. So
Okay.
I think, go ahead.
So you're like quarterbacking pretty much.
It's not even quarterbacking. It's like whatever it takes for us to win. That's a true leader. Okay. Let me give it another example, man. Because like I said, I like to
Hmm.
break this because Rashida been like she trying to, you know what I mean. But I got something for that. Michael Jordan. If anybody knows Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan.
Hmm.
They was playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. While Michael Jordan was the team leader. You know, Jordan is the GOAT. They say he's the GOAT, greatest ever.
Right.
Michael Jordan told the coach to sit him on the bench because while he was in the game, they was losing. When he went to the bench, the team, because the matchup without him in the game, brought the team back into the game and they won the game. Then he came back at the end. Even a leader knows when they supposed to sit down. Even the leader knows
Hmm.
when, okay, right now it's not for me to do, it's for you to do. Jordan is an example. If y'all go back and watch the Portland Trail, go type it in on Google. The man had to set himself on the bench because he seen while he was in the game they wasn't winning. As soon as he got out the game, his teammates came in and caused him to win the game. So even the leader
Hmm.
knows sometimes it's not meant for them to do it.
Hmm.
So whatever it take to win, Rashida, whatever it take. If I gotta get in the paint, I get in the paint. If I gotta chill out today, I chill out today. Whatever it take to win, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's the attitude anyone in a relationship need to have. Whatever it take to win.
Okay, so you won that round.
Yes, I told you I'm going in. I said I seen you
You
trying to show
going
me
hard?
up.
You going hard?
I saw you
Listen,
trying to get
y'all.
me stuck. I seen you trying to get me
I
stuck.
thought, listen, I tried to get him on the ropes, He hit me with the rope a dope. He got out of there quick.
He said
Appreciate
Billy
that.
Jean said you hard. Might as well be single than to mess with you. See what I'm saying? See how they be doing me, fam? Cause Billy Jean. Billy Jean, you don't know. You're not my lover, Billy Jean.
Oh.
You just a girl that say that I'm the one, but the kid is not my son. Billy Jean, you not my love. For real, Billy Jean. Like seriously, like
Hey, Cece.
what's that?
Listen, no, I was saying hi to Cece.
Oh, CC was happening. I see CC been
Hey,
showing off,
you
man.
came back strong. You came back strong, Scar. I'm telling you.
I'm ready for it because I'm telling you, like, I'm
Thank
trying to
you.
tell you,
Yes.
Billie Jean, you don't know what you missing, Billie Jean. Okay. See, Billie Jean says she definitely not my lover. Okay, that's fine, Billie Jean. That's cool. Nail me to the cross if you want. Nail me to
You
the,
listen, you can't fault Billie Jean for knowing what she wants and
I
what she
can't,
don't want.
I can't fault it. She don't know what she. Yeah. But like I said, end of the day, I just feel like whatever it takes. She said, "I'll pass, handsome face." See, I'm more. See what I'm saying, Billie Jean? You don't understand by you passing on me. You don't understand what you're doing, Billie Jean. I could be the answer to your problem, or I could be the problem to your answer.
Probably the latter, huh?
Probably the second one, right? Oh
Oh
man.
my God. I
Hey, Billie
cannot.
Jean, pray on it. Pray on it, Billie Jean. I might be the man for you, Billie Jean. Pray up. Pray about it. Don't stay about it. Pray about it, Billie Jean.
Y'all, this man is a mess.
But God is good, man. I just think,
Yeah.
um, I just think that if we go into this thing, like when
Hmm.
when you get married, say for rich for poor, sickness and health. If we go through this thing, understanding whatever it takes for us to be where we supposed to be, we gonna do. You'll never have a problem. You'll never have an issue. If I see my woman, listen, I run a business. I used to work 16 hours a day. I work. I be out there in the field doing my car business, doing whatever entertainment business, and
Hmm.
my woman be sitting down on the couch, and I grab her feet and I massage her feet because her feet hurt. So I grab her feet, I massage her feet. Like, why do I have to be like, man? I've been working 16 hours. You only been in here for 8 hours. Yeah, I know your feet hurt. I ain't gonna massage your feet because I've been working too much. That's not the way I'm wired. Whatever I
Hmm.
got to do in my control, that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully she feel the same way.
Yeah, it's still putting in the effort even when you
Like,
are tired.
whatever it takes. Cause this
Hmm.
could we going we doing this together. It's not a single. We're not single no more. So you gotta see another thing, Rashida. When you're no longer single, you gotta rewire your mind.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
You gotta rewire your mind. Billie Jean,
Hmm.
what's the point? Cause Billie Jean says not the point. And while we got Rashida still on here, I want to know your point, Billie Jean. So please, I just feel like when you're single, you gotta
Hmm.
rewire your mind
Yeah.
because people be in relationships still trying to be single.
Hmm.
Nah, we doing this thing together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Any last questions before we go? We stretched y'all out 26 more minutes beyond where we were supposed to be.
definitely. We stretch all out for real, like, cause we trying to figure this thing out. But nah, I appreciate everybody who tapped in with us today. Send us some love, gifts. Send me a cash app if you want.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't like that statement Billie Jean made about. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not meant for her. Like I got a handsome face, but that's it. That's not Billie Jean. That's not good, man. That hurt my feelings. That hurt my. Peace and blessings, Christina. Peace and blessings to y'all. Everybody who tapped in today. Millionaire
Yes, thank you all so much.
tapped
Yes,
in.
we had
You're a millionaire from health.
Cece, we
Yeah.
had Chi Chi, we had who else we had in here today? Simone was in here, Jay Harris,
We had Butterfly in the building. We
Sheikah.
had Christina,
Oh yeah, we had quite a few people in here today.
Constance, Colin. Oh, you Solar Versal. She the first woman to tell me I'm a good man today.
Thank you, Cece.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
But I just appreciate everybody today. Today was a good conversation. I encourage
Yes.
everybody to understand that you got multiple things on your body. You got two hands, two arms, two legs. Do not let your situation in life discourage you from having two people.
Yes.
You and
And
somebody
then
else.
hopefully you'll join hands with somebody else.
Join it. Reach out and touch somebody. Make this world a
With
better place.
permission, though, okay? Don't just be out here.
Yes, yes, yes. So we tapped in. All right. Well,
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for the congratulations. Star, sending all the love.
yes, love, man. I'm out of here too. Peace.
Until next week.
Blessings, blessings.
Bye, y'all.